All right, so this is before. So you got some loose carpet here. Needs to be restretched. It's not going to get any better after cleaning. It might get a little worse, but then it'll bounce right back to where it is now. But and then your heavily traffic areas, you're still going to see a little bit of shadowing, and there's just worn fiber. And bedrooms are not too bad. You still got a little bit of carpet that needs to be restretched in that room. I am going to do a slight deodorizer on here, no extra charge. All right, so what I do first, well, I just vacuumed. I didn't show that. And I did get a recommendation on showing more vacuuming. But yeah, kind of missed that. But they did vacuum, but I had to go over it again because they didn't get the corners well, and it just wasn't good. So first thing I do is I go around with my organic spotting treatment if I'm not doing a full pet treatment. In this case, I'm just doing a deodorizer, okay? Not for stains, just for odor, because it's got a musty smell in here. So I go around anything that's dark. It's usually a spill of water or something like that. So I just, spray these spots. That's what I do. First thing I do when I start my carpet cleaning. Well, second thing. First I vacuum. And if it doesn't need vacuum, I don't vacuum. If they did a good job, then they did a good job. But so that's what I do, and then recognize specialty stains like ink or rust or whatever, and I'll put my bottle right next to it. That way, when I'm cleaning, I can stop and address that. But yeah, it says panel and grease. I actually made my own organic up in here because the other bottle, died on me. So it's just peroxide. It's about a 6% peroxide. So I went ahead and boosted my pre-spray, and then I also boosted it with deodorizer, plus I also boosted with a little bit of Dissolve All, why not? So this carpet's a little wrinkly already, so it's gonna get a little worse than that after I'm done, but then it's gonna bounce right back to where it is. As you can tell, you got some heavy wear areas. This is polyester. That's still gonna have a shadow, but it's gonna be clean. The rest of the house is not that bad. So just a routine, right? Get it out of the way. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I do. I get it out of the way. I see stuff that looks like organic, maybe a pet stain, just hit it, right? Coffee. Usually when it's dark, it's organic. And that whole area right there was probably just a spill of water or something like that. And by not vacuuming and just that dust, it's just like a magnet, and it looks like that. I already sprayed that. So I'm gonna spray everything else and then agitate. Stay tuned. All right, so I'm pre-spraying. I already sprayed the back half of the house. This is the last bedroom. So being I did boost this with Dissolve All. Yeah, stuff Dissolve All. It worked really well, and including works on your paint. So make sure if you're boosting with Dissolve All or any high pH, try not to get as much as you can, without getting it on. Try not to get it on the floorboards and stuff like that. Right? It probably won't do anything unless you actually bumped against it and, rubbed against it. Then it might peel off some of your paint. So I just kind of stay away from there make sure I don't hit the floorboards when I boost it. Now, if you're just using carpet details and stuff like that, you don't have to worry about that. Neutral pH type of cleaner, so you don't have to worry about that. But it's just something to look out for, just stuff you just learn as you clean. Precautions. So I'm not going to show the pre-spray because I have to, actually I don't have a backpack on. I got a phone in one hand and pre-spray in the other hand. It ain't going to work. But, just pre-spray everything. All right, once I pre-sprayed everything, and I have anything left over, if I have anything left over, which I did, I go over the heavy traffic areas, the darker areas, a little bit more. Get them a little bit more of that pre-spray in those fibers. Give it time. As you notice, I haven't hooked up anything. I haven't even hooked up my water to my van. So this is plenty of dwell time. Dwell time is your friend in carpet cleaning. Okay. It just, you know, some solutions they say you don't need it, but it just always is. Just do it. Especially if you're doing deodorizing. The longer it sits in that carpet, the better it's gonna work. So that's done. So now what I'm going to do is just go ahead and pre-scrub everything. I know a lot of people get maybe a little discouraged. They walk in a house and it's really filthy. The process is the same for everything except for one thing. Sometimes you don't need to use CRV. Sometimes you can just hit areas with your broom scrubber, you know, or just a little spot with your drill brush or whatever you got. A little agitation, but the pre-spray itself is already doing its thing without pre-scrub. But when it's really soiled, it's best to do a full. See, I'm doing a lot more than I should right now. Talking, not thinking. So what I usually do is just hit like this one right here. I don't need to pre-scrub every sprayer, so this. All I need to do is get the traffic area, the dark areas. The pre-spray do its thing on the rest of it. That's why evaluating your carpet and show up to the job, knowing what you're going to do from the get-go, right? Sometimes I walk in, I need to pre-scrub. Just pre-spray. Give it some dwell time, you're good. Dark area right here, just a little bit of that. The rest of this really doesn't need to scrub. So you got your walkway right there. So this thing's 14 inches. If you got a CRB, sometimes these things are only like 10 inches. So this one's 14. This is a multi-wash. I've been using this for 4 years straight. Still going. Right in here, you got that walkway. Always like around the bed, around the furniture, sofas and stuff, you're going to have dark areas, and it's going to really show up when it comes to polyethylene. Nylon is more forgiving here. So I always tell my customers if they're kind of replacing their carpet, make sure they get a nylon. Spend a little bit more money, it's going to last so much longer. In there, a little bit. Sometimes people take way too long on carpet cleaning because they're just doing too much. Unless you're doing all rat nasties, you don't need a pre-scrub or a square inch. It's just not necessary. Waste of time. Time is money. Alright, as you can tell, it picks up more than what your vacuum. You know, these CRB counter rotating brush type machines, CRBs, multi-washers. Magic eraser. The chemistry, guys. We're just agitating this into it a little bit better. Takes care of that. Wow, it's just pulling that pet hair out of here. The big vacuum didn't. Really? Wow. I was surprised not to find many pet stains in here. It definitely has like a dander smell in here. Explained, right? So they vacuumed, I vacuumed, and still. So a lot of it goes into the tray, but some of it doesn't. You just go around and pick that stuff up. Traffic areas. All right, 3 down. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, and did my spotting. Now I'm just gonna hook everything up. All right, so as I'm cleaning, I noticed I came across some rust stains right in here. Probably like wire, kind of a shelf there with the wire, metal. So, you know, just get a little rust remover on there. I didn't notice that in my walkthrough, or else I would have set this out here. But, you know, if it's not too much, I don't charge extra for it. That's just me. If it's a full bunch, then I charge for special stain removers. A little agitation in there. Should wrench right out. By the time I get to that, it should rinse right out. No problem. Already disappeared for the most part. As you can tell, I'm not doing a whole heck of a lot of recording right now on extraction. So I'm kind of waiting till we get out here. Isn't that what you guys want to see? That's why I say carpet cleaning is easy, because if you got the right solution, right tool chest, it is easy. That's simple. A lot of carpet cleaners won't have a rust remover on their van, and they'll let it go. And that's the difference between me and them. Notice I slow it down when I get to the heavy soil spots. Get that hot water. Really hot water is not necessary, but it does help, right? It does help. You can get through stuff a little quicker when you have really maybe like greasy carpet and stuff like that, or situations like this. So I'm slowing it down, getting a good rinse, going over a couple times. But yeah, it's coming out actually better than I thought it was right there. Well, let's see what the rest looks like. Guys, so as you can tell, see those little black spots out there? That all blended in, right, with the soil, with the dirt. So it's probably organic. See, I didn't see that. I didn't get to spot it because I couldn't see it. So now that I've cleaned it and I got good pre-spray in here, guys, if that didn't take care of it, it's a sting. So what I'm gonna do, get my organic. You can always put bullshit pre-spray too. Like, there's a lot of organic bullshit pre-spray with oxy of some sort. I use Go Oxy. It'll just take care of everything. But, you know, depends whether you want to use that much solution or not. So, get that. And then I have one of these little candy things here. Little agitation. I find with peroxide, that's what this is, peroxide. Once you spray it on there and agitate it, it really does the job. Now if it's still there after I rinse, I'm just going to do a little post spray and leave it. Spraying and walk away. All right, so this is before. So you got some loose carpet here, needs to be restretched. Man, I totally forgot I was recording. Sorry about that, guys. But you seen how it turned out? Amazing, right? So carpet cleaning is easy if you know what you're doing. You know, when you're first starting out, it could be chaotic and stressful and headache, second guessing yourself. Trust me, I was there. But you know, have your solutions, man. Have your toolkit, and that toolkit's gonna really make life a lot easier. And when you're confident in your toolkit, also as far as solutions, pre-sprays and stuff like that, you're not second guessing yourself. You're not second guessing yourself. You're leaving that house knowing that you did the best that could be done on that carpet. Next step for them is to replace it if they don't like it. So, all right, that's it. Yeah, like always, like, subscribe, comment. We'll see you in the next one.